Breeding Neocaridina shrimp is relatively easy, but it takes more than just tossing them into a tank and hoping for the best. From a fully cycled setup to the right male to female ratio, every detail plays a role. Whether you're aiming for a thriving colony or just a few extra shrimp, this guide breaks down 7 essential elements for success. Let's dive right in. The first essential element is a fully cycled shrimp tank. A fully cycled tank ensures that beneficial bacteria have established themselves to handle ammonia and nitrite, both of which are toxic to shrimp. The cycling process typically takes 3 to 4 weeks. During this time, not only do beneficial bacteria develop, but biofilm also starts to form, a natural and essential food source for shrimp. The number one mistake many of us make is adding shrimp too early to a newly set up tank. Neocaridina shrimp are particularly sensitive to water quality, and an unstable or uncycled tank can lead to poor survival rates for both adults and juveniles. Even more, by adding shrimp too soon, they may actually starve due to a lack of biofilm. And if you try to compensate by feeding them powdered or pellet-based foods, you could accidentally trigger an ammonia or nitrate spike, which could be harmful or even fatal. The best thing you can do is wait. Allow your tank to fully cycle, test your water to confirm that both ammonia and nitrite are at 0 ppm, and then introduce your shrimp. Starting off right sets the stage for a healthy and thriving colony. The second essential element is clean and stable water parameters. Neocaridina shrimp thrive in clean water, but more importantly, they need stability. Sudden fluctuations in temperature, pH, or hardness can stress or even kill them. For ideal breeding conditions, aim for a temperature between 70 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit or 21 to 24 degrees Celsius, a pH between 6.5 and 8.0, GH between 4 and 14, KH between 0 and 10, and a TDS between 180 and 440 ppm. Ammonia and nitrite should always be at 0, and nitrate should be kept below 20 ppm. For easy reference, I'll include both these recommended parameters and my current tank's parameters in the description below. But remember, stability is more important than chasing perfect numbers. If your shrimp are happy and your parameters are steady, you're on the right track. Doing 10 to 20% water changes every 2 weeks is a great way to maintain water quality without causing stress. That said, I know some of you only top up water as it evaporates, and if that's working well and your shrimp are thriving, there's no need to change what's already working. The third essential element is live plants, especially Java moss. Live plants play a huge role in a shrimp tank. They provide hiding places for female shrimp, especially after they molt and become more vulnerable, or even when they're getting ready to give birth. They also offer shelter for baby shrimp, and on top of that, plants like Java moss grow biofilm, which is a vital food source for them. It's not just about looks, these plants help with oxygenation and overall water quality too. Java moss is a favorite among shrimp keepers because it's super hardy and thrives in a wide range of conditions. But it's not your only option. Other great choices include Limnophila sessiliflora, hornwort, anubias, redroot floaters, and dwarf water lettuce. The more plant coverage you have, the more secure and comfortable your shrimp will feel, which directly supports successful breeding. The fourth essential element is selecting sexually mature shrimp. Neocaridina shrimp typically reach sexual maturity around 3 to 4 months of age. At this point, females will start showing a visible saddle behind their head, which is a cluster of unfertilized developing eggs. This is your sign that they're ready to breed. Choosing shrimp that are between 3 to 6 months old gives you the best chance for successful breeding. Shrimp that are too young might not be ready to mate yet, and older shrimp can sometimes slow down or stop breeding altogether. So when you're selecting your shrimp, try to pick healthy, active shrimp that are clearly mature and showing signs of reproductive readiness. It's a simple step that can make a big difference. The fifth essential element is starting off with the right male to female ratio. Ideally, you want about 1 male for every 3 females in your shrimp colony. This helps keep the balance just right. If you have too many males, they can overwhelm or harass the females, especially right after molting when females are most vulnerable and ready to mate. On the flip side, having more females increases your chances of successful breeding and helps spread out the attention from the males. You don't have to hit this ratio exactly, but aiming for something close to it can really improve your breeding success and reduce stress in the tank. The sixth essential element is providing a varied but protein-rich diet. While Neocaridina shrimp are detritivores and naturally scavenge on organic matter in the tank, along with grazing on biofilm and algae throughout the day, a quality supplemental diet is key to boosting their health and encouraging breeding. I feed my shrimp every 2 days, and I like to rotate between a few different foods. Lately, I've been using 3 from my own collection that I've been testing over the past few months. There's Fuse, which is a staple food I use most often. It has a wide range of high-quality ingredients and is rich in protein, algae, and omega-3s. Then there's Buzz, a natural bee pollen I feed once or twice a week. Buzz is high in protein and packed with vitamins, minerals, amino acids, and antioxidants that help support overall health and well-being. Lastly, there's Snow, also known as snowflakes. It's made from soybean hulls and is a great complementary food I also use once a week. Snow is rich in fiber and contains essential minerals like calcium that shrimp need for their exoskeletons. I'm also currently testing a vegetable-based mix that'll soon become part of their staple diet as well. If you're interested in trying any of these foods for your own shrimp, I'll leave a link for you in the description below, along with some promo codes so you can get 10% off your first order. On top of these, I occasionally feed frozen brine shrimp too. The protein female shrimp get from all these foods is essential for molting, shell regeneration, egg development, and just the overall energy they need to go through the breeding process. Lastly, the seventh essential element is minimal disturbance and patience. Once your tank is fully cycled, your shrimp are mature, well-fed, and comfortable in a stable environment, the final ingredient is to give them time and space. Neocaridina shrimp breed best when they're not constantly stressed by hands going in the tank, rearranging decor, or sudden parameter shifts from large water changes. A calm, quiet environment helps them feel secure enough to molt, mate, and carry eggs to full term. You might not see babies right away, but if you've checked off everything we've talked about so far, they'll come. Sometimes it takes a few weeks for shrimp to settle in before they start breeding on a regular basis. So try not to rush the process or play around with the tank. Shrimp keeping is definitely a game of patience, but when you start seeing tiny shrimplets zooming around, it's all worth it. These 7 essential elements can truly set you up for success when breeding Neocaridina shrimp. If you're setting up a new tank, what color shrimp are you going with? Let me know in the comments, I'd love to hear from you. Be sure to check the description below for links to my full shrimp food collection and promo codes you can use. And if you're looking for a more in-depth guide on breeding Neocaridina shrimp, whether it's for personal enjoyment or profit, check out this video next. Also, don't forget to subscribe for more shrimp keeping tips, guides, and advice. I'm Andy, thanks for watching, and I hope I made shrimp keeping a little easier for you. I'll catch you in the next one.